Do you always build a GMB site when you have a GMB listing, whether or not you have a website itself? So, there was mixed, looked like there was a couple mixed responses to that question.
Yeah, really, I didn't even look at
There
this.
was, yeah, like there was a couple mixed responses to that. And I would be like, why wouldn't you build it? Now I wouldn't replace, like if you have a real website, why I wouldn't replace it.
Definitely use the real one.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't you build this other property that's still indexable? You can still get some links out of it. It's going to be a place where your GMB posts are going to live internally on those URLs.
And be interlinked.
And be interlinked. And literally, like, you know, brand prominence is a thing. Like these GMB sites, like you build a couple of links to those things rank really well. They become a very authoritative parasite. A parasite is basically just a branded profile, another property for your entity. And the more of those that you have, the stronger your entity is going to be and the more prominence it's going to have too. So why wouldn't you build it?
I guess something else to really push on that, and this is like, I guess, the SEO tinfoil hat wearing piece of me, but it's like, it's a Google property. Any chance you can get, if it's going to index or get crawled, to build Google properties, I think you should. And just to put some data behind that, not the Google property piece, but just to kind of, you know, go along with what Chaz is saying, a big part of our strategy when we were procuring lots of GMBs and needed to try to generate phone calls as cheaply as possible, because, you know, if you procure 1,000 GMBs like that, you don't want to run, you know, it just becomes like an economical decision. So we were taking them and embedding them in press releases. And we were seeing direct, like, besides the naming thing, which we talked about the naming thing, we talked about last week. Don't get all willy-nilly with those names like you used to. There's a little bit different of a procedure. But this, I'm talking like months ago, right? We would do some strategic naming with a keyword. We'd place, we'd look at the proximity of the top 3 rankings, and we'd get it in between. We'd get it in the middle of that triangle that we made, and then we'd do that. And that was the core. Like, we weren't sitting and building hundreds of citations for all these 1,000 listings. It just wasn't economical. So
yeah, you can do some cool stuff with the GMB site.
Yeah,
you can embed it. You can also embed it on your regular website too, and it creates it. Google crawls all that and gets all that information about your brand, and like it's a powerful branded profile.
Yeah, I personally, the only time I've not made a GMB site is when it comes down to a cost thing. Like if I'm spamming GMBs, I don't spam. I'm all white hat. But no, you do get to a point where it's like, where is your money best put, and where I can get twice as many GMBs or have optimization done to one, and I know if I put the right title in there, I'm going to get, results and calls. And that's like the whole churn and burn profit and loss thing that we talked about previously. But if you're trying to rank a GMB, take all the optimization opportunity you can. Like, put images, put a description. It's no different, saying, should you put a description? Like, should you build the site? It's all the same stuff, really.